Hello everyone, my name's Hannah and welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing my London haul. So these are all the things that I picked up in London. If you missed my vlog, I will link it somewhere, like either up above or down below. So I visited London and just had a bit of a mooch around and then went to the Disney 100 exhibition, and this is everything I picked up. So this video is sort of in two parts, and it's a real mix of Harry Potter and Disney because I went to Minalima and then I also went to the Disney store and obviously the Disney 100 exhibition. So if you're just here for Disney, then I'll leave some chapters below, so you should just be able to skip over that if you don't want to see the Harry Potter stuff, or vice versa. But let's start with Harry Potter. So grab yourself a cup of tea and let's get going. So this is the bag that I got from Minalima. So Minalima, if you don't know, were the graphic designers for Harry Potter, and they have designed stuff for Fantastic Beasts, and they keep bringing out new designs which feature both in like the official Harry Potter shops but also for their own designs. So I really like supporting Minalima. I think they are fantastic. They also do stuff that's not Harry Potter related, so all of this is Harry Potter, but they also do things like Beauty and the Beast and The Little Mermaid, and they bring out these beautiful illustrated editions which I would love to have someday. They're absolutely stunning. But what I've got in here is all Harry Potter related. So first of all, there is this tote bag. They did say I could have a paper bag, but because I was carrying it quite far around London, I didn't want it to break. So this tote bag has Minalima on both sides and it was £2, and now let's get to the inside. So I've taken everything out and I've got it here. I'm sorry for the sheer amount of mess behind there, but so you might have an idea about what I'm going to show you. But I'm going to start out with these two postcards. So these were £1.95 each, and I got two designs. So I got the Time Turner, which is this gold foiled postcard, which I think is so beautiful, and then they're doing these sort of like illustrations that sort of cover a whole scene or part of a film with like lots of little images. So every time you look at this I see something else. So we've got the Night Burst, Sirius Black, Pumpkin Juice, the Leaky Cauldron, Hagrid, Swamping Willow, Aunt Marge, the Weasleys going to Egypt, and then Crookshanks and Scabbers and the Time Turner, and obviously the Night Bus. So I just really like these two. I'd like to get them framed one day. I just think they're so beautiful. So the next thing that I picked up was two of these mystery postcards. So I got one for me and one for my partner, although he's just given me his straight away, but I'm going to put it up somewhere as well. So these mystery postcards are from Newt Scamander's Field Guide, I think. And I can't remember quite how much they were. I've got my receipt somewhere. So they were £2.95 each, so they are a little bit more expensive, but I do think they are beautiful. And the two that we got were the Mooncalf and the Occamy. So they're meant to be like pages from Newt Scamander's diary or field guide journal, and I just think they're absolutely stunning. And they've got the little Newt Scamander sort of seal up here, and on the back they're just regular postcards, but I think they're really nice and a really nice little gift for someone as well. So before we get on to the main event, the last thing that I got before the one more thing, the penultimate thing that I got was this lucky dip bag. So this was £10 and they have all four houses. So I picked up the Gryffindor one in case it's not obvious. I was kind of disappointed in this. I feel like this is a way for them to get rid of excess stock. So yeah, so inside I got the Gryffindor journal, which is really pretty. I'll take off the plastic so you can see it a little bit more. I don't know how much this would have been originally, maybe £7. So it's got gold foiling on the edge and it's just a plain lined journal, like there's no decoration on the inside. So it's got Gryffindor on the front and it's just got the Hogwarts sort of emblem and Minalima on the back. And then the other two things that I got were two pin badges, and this is why I feel like it's like excess stock. So I got the Gryffindor pin badge and then the Hogwarts Express pin badge. Hopefully that's focused a little bit. So those were the two things that I got. These are worth about £3 each, so it is like technically worth more than what you pay for it because you paid £10. But I do feel like I don't really wear pin badges, and I do have a pin board, but these are buttons so they don't go on a pin board. So I do have somewhere I can put them. I've got a pin flag thing, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be a little bit more random, maybe with some postcards in. Maybe I just got a Duff one. I don't know if these are the same for all the houses, if you get like a notebook and 2 pins. I don't know if this is the same for all the Gryffindor ones, but that's just what I got in mine. So I probably wouldn't buy it again if it was going to be the exact same thing. So if you are at Minalima and you're going to buy one of these, maybe just saying, is it the same thing in all of the bags? But I do really like the concept, and if they are all completely different, then maybe I just got a bag that's not completely for me. So the final thing I got, and the main reason that I went to Minalima, aside from a little mooch because it's a lovely little shop, was the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban Minalima edition. Now this is chunky. It weighs a lot, and I wasn't going to buy it until I saw that it is signed on the inside. Now I think you can buy signed editions online, but I'm not entirely sure, and I wanted to get a signed one if I could. So these editions are beautiful. They've got so many like pop-up bits and illustrations on the inside. I mean, there's so many flick throughs. This is the night bus. There's so many flick throughs online. I know Peter from the Potter Collector does like full-on flip throughs, so I won't do that in this video, but if you want one of those, then the Potter Collector I know definitely does one. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. I'm very, very happy to have it. It was more expensive than the previous two. So the previous two were £32 each. This one was £40. So it's a bit of a price jump, I suppose, because there's more in it and it's thicker and heavier. But it does make me sort of fear, I suppose, for like Order of the Phoenix. How much is that going to be, and how thick and heavy is it going to be? I really don't know. But I'm very excited to read this. I mean, it's got like the full-on Marauders map inside. I don't know if you can really see that, but like, so this, another thing about this is that this is purely Minalima's take. So obviously the text is still JK Rowling, but this is the Minalima take on like the props and things like that. So they are sometimes different to what we've seen in the films, even though Minalima have designed both. They sort of design new stuff, or maybe the original stuff that had to be changed for the films. So like in the Philosopher's Stone book, for example, the Hogwarts letter, we now see it as like a regular letter, but in the Minalima one it folds out 4 ways. So it's just really interesting if you want to learn more about graphic design, or if you just want a really beautiful copy of Harry Potter. So they're currently up to Prisoner of Azkaban. This came out right at the start of October, so don't know when Goblet of Fire will be out, probably not for quite some time. So let me show you what I got from the Disney store. There's a little sneak peek down here. I only got one thing aside from the bag. I'll show you the bag first of all. I think it was £3 because I got the big one, and it is a little Christmas scene with Mickey and Minnie. I do love the Disney store bags. They last forever. I do recommend them. And then, I mean, you can see what I got. I got the Dug Cuddleez from the Disney store. I was not intending to get anything, but he is just, he's the cutest thing. If you've never had a Cuddleez, they're made from this super soft material, and this really like, it's almost like memory foam like on the inside. I don't quite know what it is, but Doug is just so cute. Look at his massive nose. He comes with this little collar, which is like a hard felt. So I think if you were going to give this to a child to sleep with, I'd probably take off the collar. It is just attached to a few little stitches, so you can just cut off the little stitches and then keep the collar separately. But he's so cute. So he was £35, so Cuddleez have definitely gone up in price since they first came out. So I do have the Eeyore Cuddleez as well, so they've definitely gone up in price. But I think he is so cute. This is the little tag which I've already taken off, so it comes like that, and like I said, it was £35. So yeah, a bit more expensive. I think that's sort of affordable, but I think Disney is starting to get into that unaffordable territory, and I think this is something I want to do a full video on, because they make stuff really expensive, and they've shut down all of the Disney stores in the UK. So the Oxford Street store is like the only one, I think. So I wonder if their sales are suffering in England, so they're putting prices up, but then people aren't buying it, so they're having a lot of sales. So when I was there, all of the medium stuffed toys, so ones like this big, so like Pooh, Tigger, Mickey, Minnie, they were all reduced by about £10. So that's a significant reduction, and it just makes me wonder what their sales are like, and if shutting all the stores was actually as profitable as it may have seemed at the time. I don't know any rationale behind that decision, but yeah, I think I want to make a full video on that, because obviously I've got some stuff to say about it, but I did get Dug and he's so cute and I love him a lot. Okay, so finally I went to the Disney 100 exhibition. Now, when I went there, we booked tickets ages ago for it, and I got an email about a week ago saying you can have a free VIP upgrade, and obviously I said yes. So for the free VIP upgrade, you actually don't get much. I got to go in a little bit early, so that was a bonus, and you get an exclusive pin. So if you're a pin collector, I suppose, like, I think it's about £10 more than the regular tickets. So I think if you're like a pin collector and getting the exclusive pin is worth it for you because they don't sell it at all, then paying for the VIP upgrade could be worth it. You also get a poster and you get a lanyard with a little tag on it. Mine, they asked me to write down my address right at the end because they didn't have any more lanyards, so I think that's coming in the post. I'm not entirely sure. If it does arrive, then I'll post it on Instagram, so make sure you follow my Instagram. I'll leave it in the description below. This was the free print, so it's from Wish. It's a little bit creased because I had to roll it up, and it is this really beautiful print. I think the main character is called Asha, and I'm not sure what her little sidekick's called, but this was the print that you got for being a VIP. So you get this at the end of the tour. Oh, and you also get a drink, so that was I was very grateful for a drink by the end of the Disney tour. So first of all, let me show you the pin. So like I said, you cannot buy these in the gift shop. I actually got two because my partner was meant to be there with me, but he had a work thing that he couldn't really get out of. So I went on my own, and when the guy scanned me in at the start and he said, oh, so a VIP ticket, 2 tickets for VIPs, and I was like, oh, it's just me actually, and he said, oh, I'll give you another pin so you can give him one. So I do have 2 of these, but it is the Disney 100 exhibition. I think it's super pretty, it's very shiny, and yeah, a lot of people who had obviously also got the free upgrade or had paid for it were walking around wearing these, so I thought that was really nice as well. I just think it is a very beautiful pin, and because obviously you only get it if you're a VIP, it feels very, very exclusive and quite exciting, I think. So that was just really nice. Like, first of all, I got 2 posters. Now these are not cheap, in fact they are incredibly expensive. They were £12 each, which is so expensive. However, I absolutely love them. I'm going to try and find some pictures of them because I really don't want to unwrap them from the cellophane until I get some frames that I'm going to put them in. But this one's got a picture of Walt and Mickey, and it says we're only just getting started. And then this one's got a picture of the Disney castle. I'm not sure where it's from, I didn't look at it that closely. And then it's got some other skylines, so it's got like Big Ben, and it's got the Avengers Tower, so other like prominent skylines from Disney films, and it says the world of Disney, and I just absolutely love them. They were really expensive, but I just think they're beautiful and I cannot wait to display them. I'm going to buy some proper frames and hang them up somewhere. I've got some empty space over there where we've got all sorts of rubbish, so maybe I'll put them up somewhere like that. But I just thought they were beautiful. They're super expensive and the price was not advertised, so I'm only now just discovering how much I paid for these 2 posters. I thought they'd be like £6, £7, £8, so they're £12 each. So just keep that in mind if you're going to be buying posters. Everything there is incredibly expensive, that is another thing. So their hoodies were about £60. I didn't buy any hoodies. There was one jumper I really liked, but I tried it on in the size that I normally am and it was so tight. So I asked if they had any larger sizes and they didn't, unfortunately. So I didn't buy any jumpers or anything like that. But I did buy the exhibition guidebook. So I overheard some people talking about this when I went over to pick up my copy. They just have them on the tables and you just pick up whichever one you want, and it's all wrapped in cellophane. And I heard some people talking saying, well, what was the point of coming to the exhibition if you're just going to buy this? But I had a flick through of like the show copies that they had out, and there is more in this than was in the exhibition, and I just think it's like, I love keeping guidebooks and stuff, and I do flick through them. It just reminds me of the trip and what I enjoyed there. Mine's a little bit damaged, annoyingly, but yeah. So this is the guidebook. It was £35, again incredibly expensive. So this was going to be the only thing I was going to get until I saw the posters, but I think it's a real like nice keepsake, and especially because my partner wasn't there. If he wants to, he probably won't, but if he wants to, he can have a flick through and have a look in this, and it's got pictures of all the props and everything like that. So that was everything that I got from London. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you did. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it as well, because it really helps me out. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye.